Hello folks, welcome to another run of Modern. We have Ethan Lang playing Izzet Grinding Station versus Jess Zeldez playing Izzet Murktide. We have the battle of the Izzet decks. Unintentional when I picked the feature match that round. I was like, that seems a little different. And I knew Ethan was on Grinding Station because I'd walked by later on, or earlier on in the tournament, and then somebody had played against him and told me about it. And I was like, that'd be cool to put on. And then I grabbed basically a mirror match, which I thought was fun. Because Grinding Station is Murktide with, like... it isn't Murktide without Murktide and just a couple other steps. I think, like, 80% of the deck is the same cards. And I love it. Alright, so we had a Steam Vent go into a Darcy, and then this turn play an Urza Saga. I like this deck. It does a lot of the things that I was trying to figure out how to do. So, for a little bit there, Delver and Legacy was playing Saga. There was like a Saga variant of the deck, and I was like, oh, why don't we transport that to Modern? How do we do that? I was trying to play like Shadow Spear and stuff like that, like just value cards. Ethan has the right idea by playing combo pieces to win the game with. It's able to get his, I almost said Mox Opal, that card's banned. Mox Amber, in order to start doing the Legendary Chain, or the Chain with Grinding Station, and Underworld Breach. Get Mishra's Baubles to help turn on our Delirium, all this other stuff. It really is a cool deck, and I'm about it a lot. Could always also play a Shadow Spear, just to make your 3/3 flyers a 4/4 flying lifelink trampler. That extra point of damage while gaining your life back might be pretty good. Or you just, stack it on a construct. Make big constructs. Alright, is a Spire Bluff Canal. And to a Dragon's Rage Channeling of Jess's own. Into a Ragavan. Ethan looks like he has a Fetch Land, a Expressive Iteration. Actually, I can't tell what that card art is. It might be Breach. He has an Unholy Heat. Right, opts to make a construct here. We are going to make a friend. Urza Saga, such a wildly good card. Very fun to play with. I think I mention almost every time, if you haven't played an Urza Saga deck yet, I definitely recommend it. Even if you're just like proxying up to try it, it's so fun. Honestly, the green-black food deck with Azmorated, Martin, Tasky, and Koldakar, yeah. When MH2 first dropped, that was some of the most fun I've had playing Magic, just because it was such a weird but interesting deck. Powered out constructs, play a 0-mana 3/3 that can just railgun people. Or creatures. It was so cool. He played what was the troll's name? Old Growth Troll? No, that's the new one. I guess that's not relevant. But the big dude who would come out for free by popping food. That was such a fun deck. It's got outvalued by the rest of the format. As the format was figured out more and more. Alright, Ethan going to grab a Pirate Spellbomb here off the Urza Saga trigger. I think we have 2 constructs. We do. I think eventually I'm like, hey, do you want a token to... that way we don't have to use dice? Definitely has an Underworld Breach in his hand. There's a Saga number 2 coming out. Alright, and it's going to attack for 3 here. Jess is going to take and go to 13.
I'll pass you. Do you want to set the second card to indicate? Yeah, sure.
Expressive Iteration coming out.
Graveyard that. And that.
Alright.
Exile Holy Heat. Sure.
Fighting an Unholy Heat here. I don't believe we are Delirious yet. So we might only be able to shoot down the Channeler here. Yep, and that's what we do. Unfortunately, Jess doesn't really have any good attacks here unless she has Delirium, which it seems like she does now. Going down to 15.
Play an Islet.
There's a Fire Island for turn.
Draw for turn.
To uptick the Saga here to 2. I wonder what the one card in Ethan's hand is. I keep mistaking it for the Double Masters Force of Will art, and I keep getting very confused. Because it's like, that card's not legal. Why are we playing it? Alright, gonna fetch out here. Probably just grabbing a basic island. Is that one of the European islands? Is that the Italian one? Does he have the European lands? I can't tell. Because if so, go him. Those things are beautiful. I want the Italy one so bad. I just can't bring myself to pay like $300 for a basic. And to think, that's not even like the most expensive basic. You could buy like, Guru lands, among other things. Just casually rocking my Kamigawa ones until the space ones come out.
Sure. Before damage, attempt to make another token.
Going to make a construct here. Going to pump everything to 4. Just gonna go to 9.
Thank you. Sorry.
I'll pass to you.
Cards in hand.
I have 4.
Play a Bobble. Sure.
Right, there's a Mishra's Bubble with a Surveil trigger. Now, the issue I feel is that Jess has to find a way to either get rid of her own Delirium.
I'll Bobble myself.
She's just dead on board. Or she just needs to play another blocker, but she can play on a Murktide Regent. Play out Murktide, get rid of Delirium, it's 2 blockers. Murktide hopefully takes one of the constructs with it. I mean, I feel like it has to.
Play an Iteration.
So an Expressive Iteration, got a Surveil trigger. And I don't think anybody played Yorion this week. Usually we have like 1 or 2 4-color like Monty Pile players, or Yorion Blink, however you would like to refer to it as. I don't think anyone did. I think we had one guy play Yorion Esper Control. He could have just been on 60-card Esper Control. I'm not terribly sure. I wasn't able to really watch any of his matches. Yeah, I don't think we did. We had a lot of like mid-range piles. Alright, here's a Bobble. Had a couple Tron players that are normal like spread.
And I'll take 1.
Alright, 2 mana here is going to go to 8.
And I will exile.
Because of the Fiery Islet.
1.
Going to 8 is rough.
4. 5.
So Ethan untaps, makes another construct. That's 5 artifacts. Trigger Saga, go get a 6/1. Attack in, deal 6 damage. Because can only block 2 of them. Or Unholy Heating the Channeler after Delirium goes away. Also is an option.
Take up. Make a guy.
Alright, Jess is just going to scoop it up. Ethan's going to take game 1 with Izzet Grinding Station, folks. We will be right back with game 2 in just a second.
Yeah, I was playing Murktide for a bit, and then I saw someone was doing well with it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
seemed really sweet.
It's fun tech. It's not what I expected after turn 1 blue-red duel.
I mean, that's kind of what I'm hoping, yeah. It kind of...
And we are back with game 2, folks. We have Jess on the play. That Steam Vent's coming in fast. Going to 18. I imagine we're going to see a 1-drop creature come. Okay. Okay. Ragavan. He's like, where's the 1-drop? Found the 1-drop.
17.
Fetch Shock, Unholy Heat going down to 17. That is the that is the perfect example of what happens when you play an Izzet Mirror. I was teaching somebody how to play Murktide, and I was playing the mirror with them. And they were like, Fetch Shock Ragavan. I was like, alright, Fetch Shock Unholy. And they're like, is this what happens? I was like, yeah, just so much removal in the mirror. Ragavan's like kill on sight, so I like that Ethan is playing his lands in front like an animal. There's a Surveil trigger coming out. I think Ethan's going to Spell Pierce to Spell Pierce.
16. I'll pierce or pierce.
He's in fact Spell Piercing to Spell Pierce. Landing that EE on 1 here. Pretty solid.
That resolves?
Yeah.
Your go after that.
I wonder if in games 2 and 3 he just sideboards more into the combo aspect and just takes out the control stuff. Or not the control stuff, the like tempo plan. It'd be an interesting thing to like blanket into. There's a Mishra's Bubble here, gonna Surveil card.
I'll play land. I'll pass and bubble you an upkeep.
Okay. Land go, bubble in upkeep.
Yeah.
Pick someone as a Saga. That's a pretty good draw.
Play Saga.
Plays the Saga as a land for turn.
Pass you.
Just kind of sitting back and chilling here, you know? Nothing wrong with that. Have the bauble trigger. And then drawing for turn.
I'll crack my rainforest.
Alright, gonna fetch. This turns on Delirium.
17.
Both graveyards are very, very nicely displayed. You can see every card in them.
Turn on delirium.
Clearly tell the types. I'm about it. Seeing the full art Ragavan reminds me, I have to get full art Ragavans. I have the regular ones, but I would like the full arts. They look nice.
Go to 13.
Okay, we're going to attack in for 3 here at the Channeler.
Pass the turn.
End of turn, blow up.
Yeah, we just, alright, we're end step popping the EE.
Draw for turn.
Draw for turn. Take that. Pick some an Aether Spell Bomb. Okay. I imagine we're just gonna pass the turn and make a construct. Oh wait, we have a land to play. This is turn 4.
Pass you.
I'll charm to draw 2.
Play a land and pass the turn. There's an Archmage's Charm. That's going to get Spell Pierced. A beautiful tempo play. I'm telling you, Spell Pierce does the best impression of Daze that I've seen in a while. I know it's a little bit different, but still. And let me tell you. It is something else. The amount of times in Indianapolis that I got Spell Pierced, and I was like, damn it, I'm playing Modern to avoid this, to avoid getting dazed.
I'll pass the turn.
I just want to jam my thing. Alright, Ethan's gonna fetch here. I'm assumingly making a construct as well. Also has the Aether Spellbomb to deal with the Murktide Regent. Fantastic. He needs to find like a win condition or a way to win the game. Whether it be construct beatdown, I guess. That's a plan. It's a good plan. Or if he just draws into the Underworld package. No, I wonder if he plays Mox Amber as a way to like produce mana. I wonder exactly what flavor of Grinding Station victory he has. Unless it's just like turn 4 tap out to try and kill, where you like have your Grinding Station on the board, play your Underworld Breach, and just keep playing baubles from your yard until you deck yourself, and then play Thassa's Oracle. There's a Springleaf Drum coming down. Because we haven't seen any like Embrees or any legendary creatures besides Ragavan. Yeah, I guess you could still play Bauble. Not Bauble, Opal. No. Amber. God. Too many cards. Definitely play Bauble. You definitely can't play Opal. There's a Aether Spellbomb coming down. Going to get Spell Pierced. Definitely getting Spell Pierced. There's a Shadow Spear in his hand. Going to tap and play that. Going to make the 4/4 constructs.
You have 2 cards in hand, correct?
2 cards.
Alright. Interestingly, leaving the Murktide Regent back and not attacking in. I mean, it does leave shields down, and you just get attacked for 8 on the crackback. But
Time to equip the Shadow Spear.
it's going to move the Shadow Spear over to one of the constructs. Going to play a Bauble, which is going to grow that construct outside of Murktide range. It's out as a 6/6.
Yep.
Swing for 6.
I'll take it.
Right, attacking in here.
I go up to 19.
Jess is going to go to 11. Ethan's going to go to 18. Not 9, 11. I can math.
Second me.
Yep. Real quick, I have you going to 18. You were at 12.
I think at this point I'm trying to figure out how much life they have. Because the phone was,
Okay, so yeah, I'm sure. I
or
just
the
missed that.
life counter they have
So I'm going
next to
from
them
12 back up to
was
18.
different than what I had.
My bad. And you're at 11, is that correct?
I agree. Yes.
Okay. Second main. Yeah. Make 2 mana. Attempt to cast Expressive.
11, we're going to Expressive Iteration here. I say Thassa's Oracle, so that is the win condition. And being able to bottom, that's pretty sick. Could also just put it in the hand too. But I imagine that's the card getting bottomed.
And that's it for me.
I'll play Consider.
Sure.
Alright, as you consider,
Graveyard that.
gonna drop the bolt to the yard. I think this construct value is just a little too strong for Jess to deal with.
Play a land.
There's a Scalding Tarn coming down.
I'll dash.
Going to dash a Ragavan. Tax in for 7.
That's for 7. So I'll go to 11.
Ethan's going to go back to 11.
Ragavan.
Or down to 11.
Call that a treasure token?
Sure.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Right. And I will pass the turn.
Alright, passes a turn. With treasure token.
Roll for turn. Cast an Underworld Breach.
Ethan's going to cast out a Underworld Breacher.
Okay.
And you can cast the EE from the yard on 0, just to grow the constructs.
Go to combat. Swing for lethal.
Tax in for 11 here. Jess is going to fetch. I imagine shock as well. Oh, just gets an island. Pops the treasure,
I'll attempt to heat the one.
and unholy heats the
Cast Spell Pierce from the graveyard.
Yeah, I'll pay the cost with the treasure and the island.
construct,
Point.
but there's a spell pierce coming down, and then I think another spell pierce. The issue is that unholy heat's not delirium, or it doesn't have delirium.
So this dies. And then it takes.
Yes. Land instant.
It's only a land instant artifact.
I am not. That's game one. Good games.
Good games.
Alright, and so that's going to be game 2, going to Ethan. The constructs are just a little too big there. Alright, folks, thank you for watching. I hope you had a good time, and have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.
Good games.